Today we will discuss about features of internet. Features of internet is different from feature of online journalism that we will discuss later on. But first, we need to know about different features of internet, how internet works. This is important. So there are three main features of net according to Lunicano Floridi, and he talked about three kind of space in internet, or three kind of space in internet basically. And first one is infrastructure space, second one is memory platform, and third is semantic space. So infrastructure basically it talks about physical dimension, memory platform talks about digital dimension, and semantic space talks about cyberspace dimension. What is now, let us discuss about all these three. Now, what is infrastructure? Infrastructure means the whole connectivity infrastructure, whole hardware infrastructure, whole software infrastructure. All these things are included in infrastructure. Suppose if you want to be a part of internet, you need a computer or laptop or mobile phone. So this is the physical dimension. If this physical dimension is not fulfilled, then you will not be able to access internet. So this is the first one. Infrastructure include the computers of all over the world which are connected to the internet. Now, right now I am connected to the internet, then this laptop is a part of global infrastructure. Now this computer is being used in global internet, and right now I'm taking class on Zoom is using I am using Zoom, and Zoom is also using my computer to make it possible that I can communicate to you at once, right? So infrastructure, and suppose now I come out of that internet, I just switch off the internet connection, then what will happen, that this computer will be out of that global infrastructure. So infrastructure include everything, and that's why we'll find that when we talk about internet connectivity, this is the first thing which we need to discuss, and government is also very much focused on providing infrastructure to the rural population, those areas where internet is not available right now. And physical infrastructure is not only that you provide facilities, it is also it is also the work of government, that how to make it cheap, how to make it the price should be in a manner that a common person can have an internet, can have a computer, or can have a laptop or mobile phone. Even you will find that in rural India, government has started Rajiv Gandhi Panchayat Yojana kind of thing, and where at Panchayat Bhavan, one computer was given with operator, so that rural population or farmers, if they want anything, their land records, anything related to the paperwork related to their personal work, so they can go to Panchayat Bhavan and they can get all those facilities. So it was provided because it is not possible to provide computer to every household because it is a little expensive. So this is the first thing which should be in our focus, that infrastructure is important for providing internet. The first feature and first main feature of internet is infrastructure. Second is memory platform. Memory platform means that the memory available in the this global internet infrastructure, right? Suppose now this laptop is part of global internet. Even your mobile phones are part of this global internet. Even you you may be using your laptop right now. So the memory space of this computer or this laptop become part of the memory of global network. So now the memory of my laptop is being used by Zoom, because when I will switch off the Zoom, then the recording will be stored in my memory, this laptop memory, right? So the memory platform is important, that from where you can store the data and from where you can retrieve the data. This is important, and that's why not only the memory of our computers and all the computers connected to internet, it is about the memory of all the servers which are available all over the world. And servers provide a lot of things, because I mean, you are using YouTube, you are putting your videos there, you are using Facebook, you are putting your photograph, video, everything there. And where are these things are stored? They are stored in Facebook server, or they are stored in YouTube server. And that's how this is also a point of so many times government discusses about all these things, that so many internet specialist talks about these things, that all the data is stored in America, and that's why they can access our data, they can do whatever they want to do, because the server is available with America, right? So right now government has decided to at least make their own server in this country. And even uh, but we have not gained much in this area. But yes, memory is important to access internet. You must have memory space. And second thing which is important is that memory, you cannot say that at this time this is the memory of global internet. You cannot say. It is a infinite kind of memory. You cannot judge it that yes, this is the memory space of internet, because every minute computers are adding to this network, and every minute many computers are getting out of that network. So it keeps fluctuating. Basically the memory of internet is memory of all the computers attached to the internet through through TCP protocol, or TCP or IP, right? So this is the second thing. Third thing is semantic space. Semantic space means the cyberspace. I mean, uh, and this cyberspace is basically, it is said that cyberspace is seamless kind of space. Seamless means in a cricket, you all watch cricket, and in cricket ball you will find that there is a seam, right? Seam where I mean the balls are sewed. So that is seam position of a ball, right? So this cyberspace is seamless. It means there is no boundary. Any two-person, two document are always near to each other. Suppose one document is lying here in my computer, one document is lying in your computer, and if you want to share these things with each other, it is very near to each other. It is not like that I will have to go to you and you will provide me that document. Even any document, any kind of thing which is lying on internet, it is accessible to anybody at any point of time. As we discussed earlier also, that what is internet, what is a network. Network means that any two document, X or Y document, is always near to each other. It can be accessed anytime by anybody, right? So this is what cyberspace talks about. And this is very important, that we when we become a part of internet, we are also a part of cyberspace. And that's why when we get into this space, there are a lot of different kind of issues on this space: cyber crime, cyber relationship, cyber groups, right? So you create a virtual identity, you become part of virtual world where virtual community exists. You start discussing so many things, and there are a lot of other problems related to it, that one another problem is collectivism. It is said collectivism. And what is collectivism? That suppose you find that yes, there is a problem, COVID situation is worse and government is not doing much. Suppose this is your idea and you want that government should do, and suppose you have an idea that yes, young people should come forward to help old people to get vaccinated, right? Suppose you have an idea. So what you will do, you will go to your Facebook, you will and you will write few lines over there, and you will feel that you have done your part. This is what is happening right now. Every people who want to do something for the society or anything for the society, they just go to the internet and they just write their opinion, they just write their viewpoint, they just support a cause. Suppose there is such kind of things are being circulated on social media, we like that, we forward that thing, we share that thing, and we feel that yes, we have done our part. This behavior is called collectivism, that you are doing nothing but just you are clicking two three things and you feel that yes, you have done a lot of things for the society, right? So this virtual community and virtual activity is taking over the real activity. On real world we are doing nothing, and virtually we do so many things which has no importance, right? So till it translate into real activism. Virtual activism is good, but if it is not translated into actual activity, then it has no use, right? So these are three space of the internet, and these are three main features of internet. So this is what I have already written, we have discussed it things. So different types of connectivity, we'll find that ordinary telephone line, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, wireless access, terrestrial microwave link, satellite microwave link. These are different types of connectivity. Usually when internet came into India, at the start, you will find that we used to connect our internet through telephone line, and that it used to be very slow and very irritating. If you want to open a page, it took a half an hour to open that page. So that was we used to connect internet through that ordinary telephone line. Then coaxial cable came, where the cable connection or door to door, the when say LAN connection you got. Then fiber optic cable, now geo fiber, you are just listening to it. Wireless access, where you put some router and you get access to the internet. Terrestrial microwave link, satellite microwave, these are various types of connectivity. These are related to infrastructure. Basically infrastructure includes all these things also, because in India we did not have that kind of infrastructure. So government spent a lot of money to at least establish that kind of infrastructure, that every person, if a person want, that person can have option to get a good internet connection. So that's why very soon you will find your fiber will be providing you internet at every nook and corner of this country, right? So these are the things. So these are related to infrastructure. Memory platform, as I told you, that a physical memory is open also. This is open, it keeps expanding and narrowing. As I told you that many computers are attaching to this network, and many computers are getting out of that network every minute. So we cannot say it is infinite, as it is certain point of time it is finite. So you cannot say that infinite means that it has no limit. So this is also a point, it is not limitless. But you cannot say that at this time, at this moment, this is the memory of internet. You cannot say this is the point. So it is not infinite, right? So this is the memory platform. And the cyberspace, it is seamless. As I told you, any two separate documents, X and Y, are always proximate. And Floridi says that third point makes it possible for interactive communication, which is very important. Now, when two documents are proximate to each other, then that makes it possible for interactive communication. Right now we are in the age of Web 2, and before that we were at Web 0, Web 1. So we will find that at the time of Web 1, we did not have such kind of connectivity. Facebook and social media, where you can instantly chat to each other, instantly send your messages to each other. So that was not possible in Web 1, right? Because connectivity was little bit limited. But when Web 2 came, now it becomes very interactive. Right now we are having a video conferencing. I'm sharing my PPT to you, and you are saying this PPT, and you can even raise some questions also. We can interact with each other. So this became possible only after Web 2. So this interactive communication became possible only because of this third thing, which is very important, that the two separate documents, X and Y, are always proximate. This is the the quality of or strength of cyberspace, right? So new media, when we talk about new media, what is new media? Any combination of text, graphic art, sound, animation, and video that is delivered by computer. That is new media, right? And multimedia is the seamless integration of data, text, images of all kinds, and sound within a single digital information environment. These are some things which we will do in coming days, that where you will, suppose you are developing a website, you will integrate their text, images, all kind of sounds, video, all thing will come merge into a single digital information environment. So this is what new media is. And new media enables you to share text, graphic art, sound, animation, video, and anything which can be delivered through computer. And if you want to deliver through computer, you have to use a network. It may be internet network, or it may be your local area network, right? So if you are delivering something through your computer, these kind of things, it means that that is new media. So when we talk about new, so many people raise this question, that why this digital communication is called new, right? And the problem is that people say that when telegraph came, and after telegraph, radio came. So nobody called radio as new media. After radio, television came. Nobody called television as new media. After television, suppose this internet came, then why are you calling it new media? So these are some questions which people ask, and but people talk in these terms, right? People think in these terms, right? Suppose you meet a new person, a new encounter, you say, yes, I met a new person today. Suppose you get a new experience, you say, I got a new experience today, right? So such kind of things people talk, right? There are very new term, new media, the new world, new labor. So these are new world order. So this is not a new thing, that we talk the digital communication as new media. And one important thing is that this is new because uh, it includes the qualities of all other mediums. Before that, all other mediums have limited qualities. Through newspaper, through publication, we were only able to send or communicate through text. When radio came, we were able to communicate through sound only. TV came, yes, there was integration of two things, video and audio, and also later on we will find that they also integrated text also, because you will find that when something happens, they keep writing on half of the screen, and in half of the screen they keep saying anchor takes space of half a screen, and in half a screen they write such things. So text, audio, and video, all these things are integrated in TV also. But again, interactivity is not there. You cannot, I mean, listener or the TV watchers, they cannot add anything to that thing. If TV is showing us something, if we are watching a news item, and if we want to share something, share our ideas, share our opinion, we cannot do so, because that option is not available there. So this is the obviously, I mean, we have to accept this thing, that new media has so many qualities, or qualities of all other mediums plus interactivity, right? and this makes it different. This makes it different from all other mediums. So this was the reason when in 1980s people started talking about this new media, right? They talk, as you know, that it was started in 1967. After 69, it was successful when Clean Rock was successful in sending messages through computer. After that, in very short period of time, you will find that internet emerged. And that's why in 1980s, many scholars started talking about this media as new media. So this is the thing. We did not to get into that. You can just say that yes, we can also call it digital communication, but new media, some scholars talked about new media, and we have to accept it that see that yes, it has certain new qualities which was not available in other media. So in that sense, Jan Van Dyck, the Network Society, he wrote a book. He tried to define new media. And he said that new media are a combination of offline and online media, such as computer networks and personal computers. A combination of transmission links and artificial memories filled with text, data, images, sound that can also be installed in separate devices. So he talks about that new media is not only online. So many times we feel that yes, when we are connected to internet, then we are using new media. No, if you are using computer in offline mode, and if you are reading a text in PDF form, if you are reading a text in a word form, if you are writing something on computer, if you are doing something on Photoshop and you are trying to create a new kind of image, all these are part of new media. So if you are creating such things, doing such things on through computer, so that is also new media, right? Later on it will be transferred, or it will be, and you can use pen drive also. We can transfer computer data to pen drive. This is also kind of transfer. Okay. So that's why he tried to define that new media are a combination of offline and online media. So what does it mean? I mean, when we talk that being online. So we have traditional thought about ourselves as either online or offline. People say, so you are off today. And when you are charged, people say that you are on today. So this is a traditional way of thinking being online. But this is not a case when you become online on computer, right? If you are working, we are online, it means you are accountable, you are responsible, you are doing things with interest. And when you are you are offline, it means you are unaccountable, you are not very serious in doing the work. This is the traditional way of thinking about online. But as I told you that things changed now. Mobile phones, broadband, all these things make us increasingly online. We are always online, in the bathroom, in our unconscious. Every time something is going in our head, something is going in, something we used to think. When we are not online, we keep saying this, we keep thinking that I may have got a new mail, I may have got a new friend request, I may have got a new likes, right? So in unconscious also, you keep thinking about online. So we are in a culture of 24-hour online culture. We are never offline because we never switch off our internet. At night when we go to sleep, at that time also we do not switch off our internet. Why? In the morning, we first thing we do is we search for our mobile, and we see that whether what kind of information and what kind of new thing you got on your mobile phone. So this is the culture, 24-hour online culture. Right. So this is the question before you, that what happens to a population when it goes online, right? When you become 24, when you become a part of 24-hour online culture, it has certain, obviously, certain positive impact, certain negative impact. So this is the point of discussion. You people may discuss about these things, think about these things, try to write about these things. That what happens. Suppose what happened to you people when you started, when you became part of this online culture. What changes people may feel, right? what is difference you see between those people who were not part of this online, our old generation, and this new generation who is always online, always busy, right? So this is a point of discussion. We may discuss it someday, right? So first thing, the positive thing, what happened when you become a part of online culture, that you become a part of collective intelligence and sensation, right? And collective intelligence is very important kind of thing, right? And it is revolutionizing our sensory perception and cognitive experience of being in the world. And this collective intelligence, what it is, that suppose there is an issue, suppose you find anything you can take. Suppose in George Floyd was suffocated to death in America, right? And 100 years before, nobody even would be thinking about this issue, right? They would be thinking that yes, it is very common that black people is being killed by a white person. What's a big deal? But today we are living in a world where anything can be circulated through online, and every part of this world become a party to that incident. So whole world started discussing about that thing. And what happened? The overall intelligence of all the people get into one issues, and every person tried to give his or her opinion related to that incident. And finally, the idea we got and the wisdom we got from that discussion, that becomes the collective intelligence. Collective intelligence is not the addition of the intelligence of all the people available during the discussion. Suppose right now we are 20 people, suppose, and collective intelligence does not mean that intelligence of addition of our intelligence. No, collective intelligence means that suppose I am talking something and you are no, you disagree with my point of view, then you can give your point of view and saying that, sir, I want to add this point to your idea. And someone may add certain different things also. And then finally, after discussion, we may come to a conclusion that as this is the final understanding of this issue. So this is collective intelligence, where some idea of my may be rejected, some idea of your may be accepted, and overall we come to a conclusion. This is a collective intelligence. So new media has made it possible, right? Before that, it was not possible. New kind of sensation, obviously. Now we are experiencing a lot more things through new media, which was not possible earlier, right? So these are certain forms of new media: websites, CD-ROM, DVD, audiovisuals, games, installations, interactive television, interactive toys, mobile phones. So these are forms of new media. Interactive television means that now you have a set-top box, and now if you want to watch a TV, watch a movie, what you can do, you can just send a message, and your cable operator will activate that movie to your television set. That is another kind of interactive television, right? So that's why people say, and now you have smart TVs also. Smart TVs are more interactive than this traditional television, right? So these are certain forms of new media. So new media paradigm, what is new media paradigm? New media gave the tools to the audience, the application, and the network. And new media that is not necessarily constrained by the dominant characteristic of mass media. This is the thing, that mass media is very much dominated by some big media houses. This is the truth. And common people, uh, you agree or disagree, you don't have a space to register your disagreement or agreement. So because the characteristics of mass media is very dominant in nature, whatever they publish, you are supposed to accept and agree to that write up. And if you disagree, then no one is there to register your disagreement. Yes, you can write a letter to editor. It's not possible that your letter will be accepted and letter will be published. They, I mean, publish 3-4 letters, so, and they get hundreds of letters. So this is the problem with mass media. But new media is not a dominant kind of medium. You have space, you have technology, you have platforms where you can write anything. Hypertext blurs the roles of author and readers, right? Hypertext means that anything which you can click, right? So even you can create a write-up, you can create a photographs, you can post a video. So the author reader roles were blurred. Usually in other mediums, author were permanent and readers were permanent. Readers cannot be author and author cannot be reader, right? So but in new media, it is blurred. Now anyone can be author, and in many times, author also change his role and he becomes reader also. Suppose author has written certain thing, and a reader after reading that article, he want to add certain points to that article. He may write in comment section. Then author will go to his write-up and he will be reading the comment sent by a reader. Then the moment he is reading the comment and adding that comment to his existing article, he becomes reader. So this is the thing which new media has changed. And last point, that internet threatens established power structure, right? And we have several examples. You know, this is Wikileaks. And if you don't know about Wikileaks, you should read about Wikileaks. Every media student should know about Wikileaks. This person is Julian Assange. And Julian Assange, what happened is that actually between headquarters of America and all the embassies all over the world, there is a communication line between all the embassies and the headquarters in America. What happened is that he got all those communication made between embassies and headquarters. And he found that American system is very hypocrite. American system is hypocrite means that publicly America has a stand that yes, America is a friend of India. Publicly he has a stand that yes, America does not interfere in internal matters. But when you will go and read about their communication, Indian embassy and between headquarters in America, you will find that they are very much interested in our internal affairs. Even they are so much interested that they are sending a communication regarding what will happen when Mayawati come into power. What kind of lady she is, what kind of lady Jayalalitha is, what kind of leader P. Chidambaram is, which government will be more favorable for America. This kind of communication is there. And what he did is that he got all this communication and made it public. America tried to capture him, but right now he is in England, and America always asked to deport that person to America, but England has denied that, and England is not ready to deport that person to America. So you should read about Wikileaks. So what happened? I mean, this new media has threatened the power structure. It has challenged the power structure. The thing they do, which were never in public domain, he brought all this thing in public domain, right? Then you have second example, that Facebook and Libya, in Algeria, in Bahrain, in Egypt, in Tunisia, everywhere revolution took place. In India even, Anna Hazare movement. So all these movements were planned on Facebook, and it got huge support on Facebook, and later on it came into the ground. In Egypt, it started with a Facebook page, right? 25th December was the day when all the people and thousands of people gathered at Tahrir Chowk. Tahrir Chowk is a very popular area in Egypt, like India Gate in India. So what happened that a person living in America, he created a page, and there he put some photographs of police atrocities, that how police treat common people. And 25 December is a police day in Egypt. So just to mobilize people and just to give a message to the police, that person asked the population to gather at Tahrir Chowk and register their disagreement with the way of handling the thing by the Egyptian police. And what happened that on 25th December, the person who asked people to join hands, he was even not aware that that much people will gather at Tahrir Chowk. Thousands of people gathered at Tahrir Chowk, and slowly what happened is that this movement became bigger and bigger. And after that, finally they started demanding about the resignation of President Hosni Mubarak, and then finally Hosni Mubarak had to resign. Right. So this is the effect of on new media. Right. So you can find out several other examples also. And even you can go to Rasa, even Rasa, you will find that bloggers have marched against the Putin administration. So even in Israel, there was a issue when people gathered, came outside their home, and they started living outside their home, and they started demanding for jobs from the government. So you will find everywhere, and you can do it. You can just take a issue, find out a revolution created by social media, and you can write a detail about this, and you can share it to the class. It will be very beneficial for whole class, right? So you can do it. So now these are certain things if you want to analyze, you can analyze what is new in new media. What is the difference between experience of a virtual community from the experience of a real community? And how does new media interactivity is bringing change? So you can take it as assignment. You can write down these three things, and on any one of these, you can write a write-up, right? I will put it in on Google Classroom also, so that you may get these topics from there also. And any one you have to write on any one of these topics, right? So this is what I had to say. So thank you. Now if you have any question, you can ask.